Hi, welcome. My name is Skip Roncal. I'm the founder of Mobeliz. I appreciate you tuning in to watch this video. Today we're going to talk about lead to quote. And so we're going to talk about how you can have leads come in from your CTA on your website, which is what we do at Mobeliz. You can also create a lead using our natural language parser. I'll show you that. Our opportunity management module is integrated obviously with our catalog. We have a smart product catalog, which basically means it's part of a RAG pipeline. I'll explain that later if you're not familiar with that. And then of course it's also integrated with our forecasting module so that as an opportunity progresses across stages, let's say you send a quote or you send a proposal, the stages automatically get updated based on the sales methodology that you have configured using our sales stages and sales stage probability. So let's take a look at that. We're going to go out and look at, let's make sure you see all the opportunities that we have here. So we're going to add a new one to this list. And we're going to do that by, there are three menu items here: new opportunity, new contact, new case. When I select new opportunity, what happens is that this is our natural language parsing modal. And so here's where I would type in my discussion, basically my opportunity narrative. In this case, I've met with Americo Luce, who just happens to be a friend of mine. He's at One Global. He's interested in 100 seats of SFA, and he wants to buy by a particular date, and I have his email. And so I'm going to have Mobeliz create that. So now what's happening is that there's some business rules that are set up behind the scenes, which are what data you actually absolutely need in order to create an opportunity. In this case, you can see that the system's asking us to confirm the details. Here's the request that we put in, and it wants us to kind of reconfirm the actual date. Now, this is by design, and so we're going to say that the date is on May the 15th. Obviously, if I wanted to change it, I could change it. It's brought in the product. That's the product that we were talking about. And so I'm going to continue. And so now we're going to see that the parsing engine and the system is confirming the creation of that opportunity. So all of this data was created using the parsing engine that's been configured specifically for our data model. And so here you can see the opportunity name, the contact, the account, the product, the quantity, and the probability, right? So this is now a lead, stage lead, probability of 10 with a close date. And so what we don't have is a quote. So how quickly can I put together a quote? Well, one button, I pre-default the name of the quote. I bring in the product with the quantity. I want to add an item. And so let's say that we want to add extended support. And let's say that we want to do that for 100 users. And then we also want to go ahead and let's say we want to help them migrate off of their existing system. It's going to take us 4 hours. They're in a 9% tax rate. And so now I'm going to save that quote. So 3 items in the quote. Quote has been completed. And so now I probably want to put together a proposal with this quote and send it to my client. And so I can do that pretty easily. I hit generate proposal. Now what's happening in the back end is that I have a smart product catalog that not only defines the product, but also incorporates a system prompt that says when generating a proposal to include a series of information and by the system. And so now your sales rep can kind of review this. It's personalized to your customer. It's personalized to the rep. Obviously, this is demo data. And now if I want, I can download this as a PDF. I can email it. I can save it. If I were inclined, I could change the source. So that means I could make the formatting different. And let's say that I want to email this briefing. Actually, I'm just going to save it for now. But suffice it to say, if I email the briefing, then what I can do is use Mobeliz to track when it's open, when the customer's clicked on the email, when they've opened the email. And this gives me a signal that would allow me to follow up quickly with the customer if I wanted to. We will cover email tracking in a different session. I just wanted to go through the lead to quote process. Here you see the opportunity we created. Now we're going to go back. We're going to look at the opportunities. Because I did not send that as a briefing, it's still sitting at 10%. Had I sent it it would have increased to 75%. Here you can see when an opportunity, a proposal is sent, it's a 75% close. All of that is configurable. We'll talk about that during another session. Hope you found that informative. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on LinkedIn or contact me via the website. Thanks a lot.